Hey, Brian here again, coming to you with a new video that I think is going to be exciting. I've been wanting to make this video, but I just haven't. It deals with three different vehicles, machines, bikes that I own, and I just kind of wanted to compare them and let you see them. I'm consider myself very blessed to be able to have these three bikes, and at the level that these machines are. I've want to just mention, as I've mentioned in previous videos, I've been riding for 42 years, all the way from dual sport, motocross, dirt bikes, street bike, cruisers, all the range of different motorcycles. So it's in my blood to ride. I have to ride like a surfer has to surf. I have to be riding on bikes. I've gotten rid of sport bikes in the last 3 or 4 years because Dallas or Texas is so crowded. I just, in my mind, I was like, man, I don't need another sport bike. The roads are as dangerous as they are anyways. I probably just need to stay away and get something else. And so I got this bike right here. This is the 2022 Sur-Ron Model X. Here is the middle year 2018 stump jumper, specialized FSR, carbon fiber frame. I put a lot into this bike, the 29-inch front wheel and a 27.5-inch diameter rear wheel. So it's a mullet bike is what they call it. And then I've got my 2020 Ducati Monster 821. And this is just an amazing machine. I'm so blessed to be able to get back on the street and ride. I just need to be really conservative because the bike is so fast. People don't think that a Monster is such a good handler and as fast as they are. This bike is just literally amazing. If I just can convey that. The Italian breed and the design and the vibe that they put into their Ducati machines is just, it blows my mind. Every time I get on, I have such a blast. But so this one, I just got this one 4 or 5 months ago. I bought this, and this took over my need to be riding on the street, because I ride this on the street, but you just can't ride this one on the highway. You can't take this one as far as you can. The larger, heavier, obviously a faster bike at 80 on the highway, and this is more neighborhood streets and trails and everything. But this is just I can't convey to people that don't have it. They see pictures of this bike on Facebook. I'll post every once in a while, and they're like, "What is that? Where did you get it? Is it worth it?" I'm like, "Is it worth it? I can't even explain to you how it's the value of this machine." I mean, it does come from China, but it is not a China machine, and a lot of quality things can come from China. I have a lot of knives and different things that some of them come from China, and they're even better than the US made items. So this is a stellar machine, but you do probably need to upgrade it, and I'll just briefly touch on some of the things that I've done to make this a little bit better for me. I haven't spent the $3,000, $4,000 to upgrade the battery and the speed controller. And that would change this into a completely different machine, a whole different level, because it would go faster and accelerate quicker. It's already fast. Quick is a better term. It's not super fast, but it's quick, and it's electric. You plug it in the wall and you charge it up, and you can ride for a week, as I hopefully mentioned to you. But I put a little bit taller bars, upgraded the brakes, put a taller or a bigger rear sprocket, 54 tooth. And I went with a non-O-ring chain, a really nice chain. Means you need to maintain it more when you go non-O-ring. And then I went with bigger foot pegs, wider, and I bought some value-based foot pegs, steel. Perfect foot pegs. Don't need anything different. Don't need $100 to $120 foot pegs. $45 foot pegs, great. What else? I did a carbon fiber wrap on my battery. If you have the key and this cover comes off, you can take this battery out, but I just leave it in here because these come into my house every day. They don't stay in my garage because my garage has been broken into before. And these go with me. If someone's gonna come in and take these, they're gonna get shot. And I'm just inside, I'm at home a lot, and then no one knows when I'm home and when I'm gone. So that works out well. So I don't have people trying to break into my house. But yeah, I mean, that's everything. Hopefully this is a cool video and you see the Sur-Ron X, the Ducati Monster. I've got a Termignoni exhaust. It came with that. I bought that pre-owned and saved a lot of money. And it had its first service done. Also too, I've added a few little extra things. I added the Evotech rear, got rid of my passenger foot pegs and cleaned up the rear. I always like that. I'm not gonna be taking passengers, probably never, but if I do, I can always put the passenger foot pegs back on. I've got the little anodized bar ends that I wanted to it came with some expensive ones and they were black, but I wanted for some reason to try the red. And what else have I done on this machine? It's got the Ducati, believe it or not, this Ducati tank badge is like $95. Whew, that came with that. All this stuff pretty much came with it, but I added that and that was like $83. And that's pretty cool. Oh, and I got the Ducati quick shifter on the other side of the bike. Oh, that just makes a complete package, and that was rather expensive. That was like $340. But I mean, that bike is pretty much rounded out and sorted. This is pretty much rounded out and sorted. Amazing machine. Just real quick, I just shortened my fender. You know, people are like, why did you do that? Well, I don't want this to look like a motorcycle or a dirt bike because I ride it everywhere. I ride it everywhere. Parks, people's yards, across people's yards, on the street, everywhere. And you know, prying eyes, you know, what's he riding? And I don't want to have anyone get upset. I don't want the police called. So I just typically wanted to dumb this down a little bit and make this look a little bit more downhill mountain bike-ish. Downhill mountain bikes don't typically have a full, you know, motorcycle, motocross, dirt bike fender. So I just cut that down. It still stops some water from coming up, but that's why I did that. And I like it. I think it looks just perfect and fine for me. So Sur-Ron X, Sur-Ron X, and then my Specialized. Real quick, I'm gonna just touch base on what I did. The larger front wheel, it's aluminum. The bike came with carbon rims, and so it's got aluminum up front. I've got new brake pads. I've got Spank VibraCore bars. These are filled up with you know, a hardening gel, and it's supposed to cut down on the vibration. This might be better on the Sur-Ron, but I got it on this bike right here. And I've got some different pedal options. I've got some clipless pedals and some platform pedals. I've got a rear bash guard, and what a bash guard is a bash guard when you jump over things and you don't necessarily clear it. Instead of banging your front chairing, that's the front gearing, and bending your teeth or ripping your tooth off or teeth off, that bash guard takes that. And so, man, all this stuff is pretty expensive. And then I've got an insert in this fork right here, this Fox Float fork, and it's an adjustable on-the-fly token. And what it does, it changes the volume, and it makes the front fork react different in the stroke. So, and I'm not going to go into how I got that, but I got a really good deal on it. And that's basically everything on the bike. I'm pretty sure that I've done. Oh yeah, new front hub that came with the front wheel. This is an amazing machine. Don't get me wrong. Woo! Probably one of the better values as far as mountain bike goes, Specialized. And then my Sur-Ron X and my Ducati Monster again. But anyways, thanks for tuning in. Hope you found this fun. Maybe learn something. Like and subscribe if you feel like you want to see content on all this stuff, plus my reptiles. And I'll catch you on another video in the future. Always making videos. Okay, have a great day, great night wherever you are, and catch me on my next video. All right, bye-bye.